begins to just give up. They say, this isn't working. We can't work in this kind of an environment. And they go on strike. That's when your immune system goes down. That's when you get cancer, you get heart disease, you get diabetes, whatever. And even then you can recover if you smarten up and detoxify the body and start giving your body the correct building blocks. It will go and pull all the crap out and rebuild it.
Wow. Kind of like detoxifying of sin.
Yeah.
Your spirit knows that, hey, this is false doctrine, this is not from the living word. We need a detox of this. You need the true living word.
A common thing that the alternative clinics in Tijuana do is you go in there and they take a sample of your plasma. And then in a laboratory environment, they grow your plasma, your white blood cells, into the billions of cells. Then intravenously, they introduce those virgin, unadulterated, non-toxic cells back into your body with full immune capabilities, and they go to work and just get rid of all the disease in your body. All the clinics, all the alternative clinics in Mexico are doing this.
Wow, the virgin.
Yeah. See, because the cells that they grow outside the body are given all to the proper nutrition they need. And you're not doing that. And then those virgin cells can come back in the body and clean up.
Powerful.
It's kind of a quick fix.
It's really good.
See, after that, the people are going to be instructed to not mess their body up anymore.
Right. Because you just got to reset.
Yeah.
So now keep it like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Now go back to what you were saying before. Our bodies are programmed that if something happens, you said the cells have the blueprints.
Every cell has a copy of the blueprints for every other cell. That's why it doesn't matter what part of your body gets damaged. The blood cells can rush to that area and rebuild it because they know what's supposed to be there. And they create the kind of cell, whether a bone cell, a cartilage cell, a blood vessel, whatever is needed, they have the blueprints and they build it. They're smart. You're talking about, we live in the smart age, like smartphones, smart this, smart that. We've always had smart bodies. We're the dumb ones.
You're not outsmarting God. God's the...
See, when God, this is God's temple.
Whoa.
God knows how to keep it repaired, in spite of us. But at some point, He will let us reap what we sow. He says, be not deceived, for God is not mocked. For whatsoever man soweth, that he shall also reap. So if you're going to smoke yourself to death, you will die. If you're going to drink yourself to death, you will die. Eventually, you will overcome. Eventually, basically, God will take his hand off you. And say, okay, you cells have tried hard enough. We're going to let this guy go. And that's when your body starts shutting down. That's called death.
That's almost like being turned over to a reprobate mind.
That's exactly what it is.
Oh my gosh, that's the physical...
That's a physical reality of that.
Being turned over, or turn him over to his sin, and then like a dog...
Be sure your sin will find you out. You reap what you sow. So it's not a laughing matter. I mean, people might go to the ball game, they might go to Las Vegas and play the slots, whatever it is they do, whatever suits their fancy. But they don't really know what's going on. They don't know what life is all about. They're missing it, big time. And guess what? There's nothing they can do about it. It's up to God to intervene. And he intervenes with those that he has preordained should come to the knowledge of the truth at some point in their life. And then all the ravaging and all the nonsense, all the crap you've done, which you will despise yourself for, will become the fertilizer for you being equipped to go forward to do God's work. See, so nothing goes to waste.
Not in God's economy.
Nothing goes to waste. And he says, there are many who are first will be last, many who are last will be first. Diane and I have witnessed many deathbed transformations, salvations. See, if God determines that a person's life, the whole value is for them to be saved, whatever it takes. So whatever kind of stuff they have to go through in life, whatever trials, whatever nonsense, whatever sin, whatever it takes for them to hit bottom to be convinced, it's all worth it in God's perspective.
Of course, because you're looking at eternity.
That's right. I mean, this is not eternity. And people think it's such a tragedy that so-and-so died, or such a tragedy that so-and-so got cancer. It's not a tragedy. It was necessary.
The biggest tragedy is that someone would not be born again and know Christ.
That's the tragedy. Yes. But really, that's not even a tragedy, because the only ones that are going to be the saved are the ones who are already marked and are already in the book of life.
What about being regenerated, being born again, and that cuts the cancer out of your old sinful nature, meaning the cancer being sin, and your old Adamic nature is put to death through that person's agreement with the finished work of the cross. So now that regenerated soul is in an entirely different kingdom.
Yeah, well,
I mean, that's what happened to me.
Because you've been given a new mind, the mind of Christ, and a new heart. Right.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah.
It was like, the lights
and God's Holy Spirit has been imparted to your soul.
Amen. And to your suke.
Exactly.
Your soul, yeah.
And without that, we don't have a chance.
Wow.
We don't even see God.
Right.
Or acknowledge Him as God.
Right.
Just party. We just think God dropped us here to have a night, to have just a blast, as long as it lasts.
No, but yeah, the eternal purpose.
Might have went with the girls. The girls might have dropped them off. I'll bet they did. Yeah.
So,
wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. Serpents are wise in that to survive, they know they have to avoid confrontation with pretty much everything. And the only time they're out doing anything is when they're looking for specific stuff like a mouse or a lizard because they're hungry. And they know that the mouse and the lizard is not a problem.
Wow.
It's not a threat to them.